David White joins us in the studio. He's from Seattle or Bellingham?
From Bellingham.
From Bellingham.
But I make all my glass sculptures in Seattle.
How far is Bellingham from Seattle?
About an hour and a half.
So you drive all the way there just to go work?
Yes.
Why don't you just work from your house?
Because I need a huge shop.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah. Yep. I do all the sculpting, but I've also got 5 to 8 other people bringing me the hot glass, so you can layer the glass on and layer by layer by layer create these waves.
So you need a lot of room for this,
huge,
huh?
Yeah, huge shop for this.
No kidding.
Yes.
You ever get burned?
Every piece.
Every piece you get burned.
Yeah.
Do you have to have like asbestos suits and things to wear?
You do when you take this piece off and put it into the annealer for it to cool down.
Put it into the what?
A big oven.
I'm new at this.
Yeah. After you get done making it, you put it into an oven where it'll take
Called
about...
an annealer?
Yes. And then it'll take about 5 days to cool down.
You ever put a pizza in there?
No, but we have cooked pizzas in the glass shop before.
I knew it. Like, what are we going to do with this frozen pizza?
But in the beginning, you have a steel rod, and you take, there's about a furnace that has about 800 pounds of molten glass. That's 2,000 degrees.
Good God.
So when this is layering on here, you're layering on 2,000 degree glass, and then it sticks right to the other glass, and then you're sculpting it, and the trick is to keep it hot enough so it doesn't crack, and keep it cool enough so it holds its shape, but sculpt it fast enough so it looks and feels like water.
And then you're trying to get some bubbles in it in some areas, maybe bubbles not in other areas.
Yes. And this wave here, I call the champagne style. It has bubbles all through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's really cool. And then this piece I noticed does not. So
no, and then to do this, you take copper leaf, wrap it in the hot glass, and then when you coat the clear glass over the copper, it oxidizes the copper and captures the gas bubbles in it. So this light blue and bubbly you see is just from the copper leaf.
Have you ever had like a point in your career where you said, you know what, making this beautiful art, but I could probably make more money just making bongs?
In the early days, definitely. I'm glad I stuck with this.
Yeah, well, no kidding. And you've done this for like 20 years.
Yes,
you've been doing
this is my 20th year anniversary.
Wow. So I mean, it must be the type of thing that, I mean, you get. Do you get a certain type of glass that you work with, or is it just recycled glass? I mean,
it's very pure glass. There's different factories that make this type of glass that it looks like a bag of cement, but it's white and chalky, and then you shovel that into a furnace and then add 2,000 degrees and it melts down into crystal clear glass.
Could you cremate a body in this furnace?
I have taken ashes of different
glass?
Animals and people and put them in waves for their loved ones.
Really?
Yes.
That is cool. That'd be a really cool feature. You're going to be over at the Wyland Gallery 3 to 6 today. Again, 2 to 6 tomorrow. And then I noticed on Sunday you go 11 to 3. Super Bowl starts at 3:30. You're from Seattle. You work in Seattle.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have to leave just a little before 3 o'clock. Yeah. So I'd say plan to arrive. I'll be leaving at about 2.
Where are you going to watch the game?
Yeah.
I mean, you're here in town.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I tell you, it's actually really fun down at those casinos and some of those sports bars. What's the one with the pizzas? What's it called? Straw Hat. That's great. Got a bunch of TVs, and people go over to the casino, put a bet down. What do they call prop bets, where you can bet on who throws the first touchdown? Yeah. It makes it kind of fun if you've never done, and I'm not a gambler or anything, but it does. It makes it really fun. So you guys, I assume today, tomorrow, and then Sunday when you're doing the show. I mean, I haven't been to these art shows. You have cheese, wine. Do you hang out?
Wine. We hang out. I'll have different videos of me in the shop making the glass, so I can talk and walk people through how it's made, so they can really get an understanding of what it's like in the glass shop. I'll have tools there, so people can really try to grasp what is it like to make something like this and to work with a 2,000 degree glass.
Well, that's what's really unique. A lot of times, like these artists come in, and they're there with their paintbrush, and they're making it happen in front. With your deal, I mean, you need, like you're saying, you need this big studio. You need to have a furnace. You need to have you have like shaping tools that you work with. Obviously, you're not touching the glass.
Nope, I've got all kinds of leather on and gloves, so you don't get burned as much.
So you're working with gloves constantly.
Constantly, you have to. Otherwise, the heat would peel the skin off your hands. And then a face shield
just
often.
The heat itself.
Yeah, the heat itself on your eyes. If I didn't have a face shield on, would boil your eyes. You have certain glasses so that the rays of the torch and the equipment doesn't burn your eyes.
No, it's fascinating. So a piece like this, I can't help but sit here right now with glass, right? Like I'm just like, I don't want to knock it over. Do you have like a really good story of one time like somebody just knocking over a piece? You're just like, oh my God. I mean, that's all I think when I see this. I'm just like I'm actually a little nervous. I don't want to knock it off the desk because I use my hands a lot and I'm kind of feeling like this. Do you have a crazy story?
Well, yeah, I've got a lot of crazy stories. In the early days, everything broke. So, in the early days when you're learning how to blow glass and sculpt glass and something drops on the floor, your immediate reaction is to reach out and grab it because it's falling and you don't want to break your
right,
first
but I see
piece.
where you're going with this.
But yes, there's been lots of burns in that way. But one of my favorite ones was my friend said, well, that wave you gave us, it knocked us, we knocked it off the desk and it chipped the wood floor. So it is glass, and it does break, but also it's very strong.
Yeah,
so
one
it was
that just
nice
fell
to
on the
realize
floor
that
like
they were bummed
really-
because the wood floor got chipped, but they were happy that the wave didn't break.
I like it. So David White over at Wyland Gallery today from 3 to 6, 2 to 6 tomorrow, Saturday, and then again on Sunday till 3, and then maybe you meet some friends down there and go to a good Super Bowl party in town.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You've done anything in Tahoe yet? You going skiing or doing anything
Yeah,
fun?
we'll go up to the mountain, do a little skiing,
Oh, good.
and hiking around. It'll be
And
great.
do you have a pass up there in Washington? A ski pass?
No, but I go up to Mount Baker often.
Nice.
So yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's great.
Well,
Great.
thanks
It's
for coming
great.
to town.
I brought the snow and also go Hawks.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice
Keep
to
up the
meet
good
you,
work.
too.
Come back to Tahoe anytime and come on
will.
the show.
Thank you
We'll
very
take
much.
another quick break and we come back. I'm so careful here. We'll do the 7-day Lake Tahoe forecast. Stay with us.